So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 2 of our Portsmouth career mode, which is the Road to Glory series. And we're going to be starting off episode 2 by going in and buying the Scout a Future Star thing. Actually, this is going to be the first one we're going to buy, and hopefully we can try and find that great player. I'm also thinking of buying this managerial career focus training, as it will help me improve. As you see that it doubles the growth in the next 5 training sessions as a manager career, so I will be buying that one right now. Whether you want me to continue to buy these, let me know in the comments down below as well, as I will very much appreciate that. And we have got an email saying that the Scout has been dispatched, and hopefully he can bring back that all-important player that will turn into the next big thing. If you can remember in our FIFA 15 career mode, we did have the likes of Gorka, that was a very good player that we got through the academy. So we're going to jump into our first game playing as Portsmouth, which is going to be against Fleetwood, and we have to try and get a decent result here, and hopefully we will do. So we are going to be playing at, we're going to have a look at the kits first. So we've got the home kit, the away kit, and we've also got a black kit, which looks very nice actually. So we will be playing in the normal kit to start off with, and hopefully we can try and get a good result in this one. So actually this is going to be the squad we are going to be going with. We're going to have Ian Nacho is going to be making his debut for the club, and then behind him we're going to have the 3 of Bennett, Roberts and Chaplin, and then behind them we have Stevens, Burgess, Clark and Davies, and just in front of them we have Hollands and the other person, which I'm not, and Barton. So hopefully they can do a good job for us. And on the bench we do have Tubbs, because I do think Ian Nacho is going to be the player that we're going to have to play, as he is going to basically be, in theory, our star player that can really make it big at Portsmouth Football Club. So it's going to be our first game at home at Fratton Park. Can we get a result? I really hope we can. So we've got a good chance here. Earlier on in the game, Bennett's cut through. Can he try and finesse it on his left foot? Unfortunately, the skill move didn't come off, and we couldn't get the first chance of the game. But Bennett has picked up the ball again. He's going to find Davies out wide, which is going to whip the ball in the box. Can someone get their head on it? Unfortunately, we can't even beat the first man. So a quite promising start from us here. This is actually in the Invitational Cup, which I'm sure you guys are already aware of. But we are not actually playing at Fratton Park yet. So I think that could in fact be because maybe because it's in the cup. But they've got a good chance here. Hopefully they can put it over the bar. And thankfully their shot was pretty wild, and we managed to regain possession of the ball. So Bennett's played the ball inside here. We get a good chance, and we try and get there. And I don't know why he died for that. Davies was on his own. He could have even taken a touch. He had enough time to, but the ball's been played out to Ian Nacho here. Can he cut inside, which he has done? And unfortunately, I don't think his physical stats are up to standard just of this moment in time. But hopefully he can start to improve. And now we've got that double fitness, what's it called? The bonus thing for their training. Ian Nacho will definitely be put in there, and hopefully we can try and get him a rating or 2 higher up the table. We cut inside here with Ian Nacho. Can he get a shot off? What a fantastic block here from their centre-back. They've done very well. We're there to get back inside. We're going to whip the ball in with Bennett, though. Can someone get their head on it? Comes to Burgess with a ponytail, and unfortunately, he can't get there, and they do, in fact, get the ball clear. So I think this will probably be the only game we'll be playing in this episode. We'll have to wait and see how the other 2 clubs get on, because I think we will progress a little bit further as well. So hopefully, we can try and get a little bit more money to spend in the transfer market, and hopefully try and bring in probably, I think, a left winger would be nice, and maybe even a goalkeeper that has got a potential that can play quite a lot of games, and obviously get rid of one of the others that we've got, either in Paul Jones or Murphy. We'll have to wait and see. But I think a left winger was probably more important at this moment in time. But Fleetwood here, they've cut inside. Hopefully they can get the ball. Thankfully, their shot went just wide of the post. That looked very close to me. The goalkeeper didn't move, and the referee blows for half-time. And I think we played pretty well in that half. We were pretty dominant until the last 2 or 3 minutes. But hopefully we can try and get ourselves a goal, an early goal in the second half, which would be great to see. And it would even be even better if we can get Ian Nacho to score it on his debut. A good ball through here. Roberts has been played through. Can he score the goal? What a save from the goalkeeper at his near post. And unfortunately, we are still yet to break the deadlock. But we put the ball back here. It's come to Ian Nacho. Can he do something? It comes out. It comes to Roberts. Roberts tries to get there, and a risky back pass. The goalkeeper's taken on everyone here. And what a moment. A mad 5 minutes there for us there. We do come very close to breaking the deadlock. First of all, the goalkeeper making a fantastic save. And then we try and get the rebound with Ian Nacho, but unfortunately we couldn't seem to get a decent shot off. And I think we're going to have to change Chapman as well, because his fitness levels aren't the best. And hopefully we can bring on, maybe even Tubbs could do a good job as well. And we might move Ian Nacho out wide. I'm not 100% sure yet. Or maybe Evans can come on a straight swap for Chaplin. So unfortunately that's it for the game. We end up drawing the game 1-1. So if the other game has in fact finished as one of the teams winning, I don't think we get into the next round. It looks like we're going to be knocked out of the cup straight early on. Unfortunately, we couldn't seem to break the deadlock. We were all over Fleetwood, but unfortunately, we just didn't have that cutting edge up top. Actually, Jack Grealish, I want 4.1 million. We've actually gone in for quite a lot of players, so you have to bear with me as we go through a lot of different inquiries. So we can't get Jack Grealish, unfortunately. He's too expensive. This guy here, Ajeti, looks pretty decent. Maybe we can put a bid in for him. He's only 525,000 they only want, so maybe he could be a player that we could bring into the club. Jeremy Bogue, also quite young, looks pretty decent. Unfortunately, he's currently out on loan, so therefore he's not available for transfer negotiation, so we can't go in for Maitland-Niles at the moment. We get 400,000 for the Invitational Cup, and I think we are in fact out of it, so I don't think we will be able to have a chance of winning any more money either. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, we are. We're in the semi-final of the Cup against Blackpool. So there is a chance for us to get a little bit more. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and go and basically offer some different things. What I'm going to do here, Stockley I think will change. Well, first of all, Iheanacho is definitely going to go in there because he's promising. And he's definitely a player that we want to be putting in there. We'll give him a headers and volleys. I think he needs to become a poacher in the box, and maybe we can change Stockley for someone else. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see if there's anyone else decent that have got potential. So it doesn't look like there's anyone else that have got any decent potential. So what we're going to do, I think we'll put Watmore in there actually, and Watmore might actually go up to let's go on to suggestive for Watmore, which he can go on to the 2-on-2 defending, as that's what he'll probably benefit from. So we're going to simulate all of them. Let's see if we can get Watmore to go up, or maybe another player to go up. So let's have a look. Clark unfortunately doesn't go up, neither does Watmore. Clark has gone up. Clark's gone up a rating, which is great to see. Bennett stayed the same. Iheanacho is nearly a 68 now as well, which is brilliant to see. And hopefully he can start progressing very, very soon and becoming basically our top man at Portsmouth. So there has been a transfer offer declined for Moussa Dembele. A loan to buy offer, Spurs have decided to reject because the club is unsure they wish to allow the player to be sold. Loftus-Cheek they want about 1 million for. Ben Swanson they want 975,000 for. Clinton G unfortunately only just joined the club. Maxwell Cornet, he has recently joined the club, so we won't be getting him either. This guy looks very good, but unfortunately they do want a little bit more money for him. So I think what we might do is put quite a decent bid in for him. Maybe if we put like a 600,000 bid in, which is a hell of a lot of money for us, and offer a player like, let's see if we can find a player that maybe can try and soften the budget a little bit. So Atangana plus 600,000 to try and bring in Stephen Bergwijn. Maybe that could be a decent deal for us. Ben Swanson looks pretty decent. He's only 17 years of age. What we might do is try and pretty much offload a older centre midfielder, which we do have, that we're not going to be looking at using. So basically only Atangana. So Atangana plus about 275,000. That would be a great deal if we could pull that one off, but I don't think we will. Loftus-Cheek, I will in fact actually offer just a straight 400,000, 500,000, so half of what they said. Let's see if they will accept that. They might actually accept it, you never know. It could be possible. So we've now got the semi-final up against Blackpool. I'm not going to play it. We are going to sim it because I don't want to be wasting too much time before we even get into pre-season. Before we get into the season, sorry, because this is still pre-season. So it's going to be at Blackpool. And Blackpool, well, we're actually winning. Davies missed a penalty as well, so we've obviously been on top. Davies missed a penalty. We're winning 1-0 through Iheanacho, and we end up winning the game 2-0. Barton and Iheanacho picking up the goals, and we are in the final of the Invitational Cup, which could in fact give us a lot of money, which could then allow us to sign that all-important player which will help us get promoted into the next division. So we have got a few more things come back here. As you see, the press conference, which we're not interested in. We've got a, they say that unfortunately they won't go ahead with the goalkeeper, because this goalkeeper looks very, very good. He's only 17 years of age, so maybe if we offer 300,000 plus Jones, which is our goalkeeper, current goalkeeper, we could try and bring in this guy here. Ajax said that they won't accept the terms for Cherney because, well, because obviously they're too low. We offered 500,000, so that wasn't enough to convince them. Maybe a 750,000. Whether that will convince them or not, I'm not certainly convinced, but it could be a slight chance. Birmingham, unfortunately, have also not accepted the bid for Demarai Gray, but I will offer 1 million plus not Danny Hollins. I won't do Danny Hollins, but Matt Tubbs plus €1 million, which is a lot of money for us at the club for Demarai Gray, currently at Birmingham. And the tournament prize money did actually give us 600,000, so they give us a lot of money there to spend, and hopefully we can put it to good effect. So we're going to sim on now, and we will be getting to the Exeter game, which will be the final of the International Cup. Loftus-Cheek say they're still at 1 million, and PSV say that they still won't accept the bid for Steven Bergwijn, however you pronounce his name, but he's only on £2 grand a week, so maybe we can just go ahead and buy him. What we will actually do now is we put a straight 1.2 million bid for him, so that's a lot of money for a 17-year-old left winger. I believe he's around about 66 rated, but he does look very promising in the middle as well. So we'll offer 600,000 plus Atangana to see if that will, or actually Ben Close. If not, we will offer Atangana, which will leave us with 1.9 million euros left in the wage budget, which will be enough to try and sign 1 or 2 more players, or sign quite a few more on loan. So we have got a final squad report on a few more players coming in here. Romeo Fernandez, who is a free agent, we don't want him. And this guy here is a free agent, he's 64 rated, but he's 6,000 on the wage budget, so unfortunately that is a little bit too much for us, and I don't think we will be able to afford that. So we have now reached the final of the Invitational Cup, which we are in fact going to sim. So we are hoping we can get a good result from this one. As they see, they did actually beat Fleetwood in the previous round, and we end up losing the game at 1-0. Grant picking up the goal, and Iheanacho unfortunately picks up an injury as well. So that's not the best news. Hopefully it won't be that big of an injury. Whether we get a little bit more wages, a little bit more money, that'd be great if we did, but I'm not 100% sure if we do. PSV have accepted our bid for Bergwijn, which is great to see, and it doesn't look like we have got any further funds. They say that we're looking forward to seeing you. We hope the extra achieve, blah, blah, blah. So player is injured, so that's only out for 7 days, so that's no problem at all. Alex Pritchard are about 3.1 million, so that's too expensive. Birmingham say they want 2.5 million for Demarai Gray, and PSV have said they will accept the 1.2 million bid for Bergwijn, which is pretty decent for us. So we will actually go ahead and offer him a 2,000 a week contract. We're also going for Demarai Gray. Whether we up it that much, I'm not 100% sure. I will up it to 1.6 million. That is the maximum I will go for Demarai Gray. Unfortunately, I cannot really allow myself to go and put more money in than that, because I don't think the club, as we are, will be able to deal with it. So we are going to go ahead and pretty much do exactly the same drills once again. We're going to simulate all of them. If we put Ian, actually we can't use Iheanacho at the moment because he's currently injured. I think Chaplin, I don't think we're using him at the moment, so we will put him on distance shooting. Whether that will help him in the long distance, I'm not 100% sure. Watmore, hopefully, we'll be able to go up a rating. Hopefully, he can go up to 60 rated now, which will be good enough for us. Has anyone gone up? Watmore has gone up to 60 rated, which is good. And he's also nearly got to 61 rated. Chaplin done pretty well. He got a B in the distance shooting, which is not bad at all. Bennett doesn't look like he's going to be able to go up at all, because he just hasn't gone up one little bit at the moment. So I think we're going to have to try and inquire about a few more players. Probably players that are all promising, because they're the players that we are desperately going to need. We have actually got a transfer offer for Matt Tubbs, so 325,000, which is a little bit too low. Whether we go 425,000, and then I think I will let Matt Tubbs go if they do go ahead and match that one. An update from Chelsea we're not really interested in, and Ben Swanson, unfortunately, we cannot seem to get them to let this guy go. So 675,000 for the centre midfielder from, I don't know where, Columbus Crew. PSV, they have accepted this one, and also I will go ahead and offer, where has he gone, from Chelsea, Loftus Creek. We will offer a little bit more money for him. Maybe we can try and convince them to go. But I will really like Dele Alli at the club, but I think he is just a little bit too expensive for our liking at the moment. So the transfer offer has in fact been accepted for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We offered 600,000 plus Ben Close, and they have accepted it. So what we're going to do, we're going to adjust our wage budget a little bit just so we can afford him. We will offer him a contract. Doesn't mean we're going to accept him full time, but we'll have to wait and see. 8,000 we will allow us to have enough transfer for him, but Chelsea have in fact accepted it. And I think if he is a promising player, we will give him an important first team player if he does come in. I think he will definitely be playing a lot of football at the club, but will he be first team? I'm not actually 100% sure. Ben Davies also saying, look, this could be my last season, so we're also going to have to look at maybe trying to bring in a right back as well. So let's see here, we are actually going to sell Matt Tubbs. He has been accepted, or Rotherham, have accepted to take him on a €425,000 deal. Ben Swanson does look like he could also be joining the club, but do I prefer Ben Swanson or Loftus-Cheek? I'm not actually 100% sure. He wants €150 a week extra, which is no problem with me, and he will be an important first team player if he does come in. He's only 18 years of age, but I do think he has got quite good potential. Birmingham, unfortunately, is still saying they want 2.5 million for Demarai Gray, and we won't be able to offer that, and Tubbs is no longer at the club anyway. So Danny Hollands maybe plus 1.4 million for Gray, because I think Gray would be an absolutely amazing player to bring in, but I don't think we just don't have the funds to allow him to come in. So we have got the contract offer accepted for both Steven Bergwijn and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So I think this Ruben Loftus-Cheek we will accept into the club because I think he looks pretty decent. And if we sign the other player as well, which is this Steven Bergwijn, I don't think we're going to have that much money left, which we're not. But I am going to go ahead and sign him because he does look an absolute monster. He's currently 66 rated, but he has got a potential of 84, which is absolutely massive. And if we're going to go ahead and have a look what our score could look like, obviously Evans would no longer be there. Chaplin will move onto the bench. But as you see here, the new players we have signed, we've got Loftus-Cheek 63 rated and Bergwijn 66 rated. As they will both go into the training, they will both hopefully start to increase, and hopefully we can try and get Bergwijn maybe into the high 60s, 70s before the end of the season, and Loftus-Cheek to around about 66. So they could be very decent players to join the club. So that's two very good signings for the club. Maybe I think we could try and sign one more player. Whether that one more player will be a decent player or not, I'm not totally convinced, but there will be a good backup player. Our scout has in fact returned, and he has brought us our scout, a future star. So we're going to go ahead and have a look at him. He is probably going to be a right mid or right winger. He's currently at 70 overall, and he's got a potential between 72 and 92. So he looks pretty decent. As you see his stats, we're obviously not going to promote him just yet. What we're going to do is we're going to wait until around about May, which I think will still be in FIFA 16. I'm hoping it is, where they have like the big boost. And if they do, then hopefully we have found ourselves a really good player. So that in fact is going to be it for episode number 2 of our Portsmouth crew mode. As you see here, in the next episode we are going to be starting the Football League 2 up against Wimbledon. So hopefully we can get a good result in that one. Actually, that every single player of ours is going to be fit. You will see what basically our starting lineup in the next episode, so make sure you don't miss that one and come back probably very, very soon, as the next episode will be out as soon as I possibly can. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button down below, as it can be very much appreciated. Thank you.